Hello everyone, this is me, Unknown, back again. This is the AUD and the D chart, and the time frame is 6 months. Today I'm going to tell you that what is my long-term view regarding this pair. So we can start the analysis of this chart. You see that the price grabs the sell side liquidity here and then consolidate in very minimalistic short range at the 6-month time frame chart, and then rallies up and trade into this fair value gap. So price is read into this sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency, and now if you can see premium and discount range from here to here, this is the premium discount range, and you can see that this FEG is existed in the premium range. So what's that mean? That means is price now trying to go in the discount range after tapping the premium range POI. Okay, so which is the POI in the discount range that price wants to meet? Okay, so this is the efficiency in the discount range that price wants to meet. Okay, so now I am going to delete this premium and discount tool so that you can see the chart clearly. Okay, traders, so this is the 3-month chart of that pair, and this is the refined inefficiency of 3-month time frame, and above this candle is the order block, so I can mark the order block. Now this is our refined PI of 3-month, which is taken by the 6-month time frame chart, and here you can see that we have efficiency there, this is, and with that we have a mitigation block. I'm sorry. So this is the mitigation block. How this is mitigation block? If I can tell you that price sweeps this sell side liquidity going up, down, and then break this high. This high, which is our mitigation candle high, this candle at this area breaks, and now it becomes a mitigation block which is in the discount range. So we can take this mitigation block and this efficiency, and that's it. Okay, traders. So I also want to tell you one thing that you can see this, the price literally wants to reach this consequent encroachment of that specific order block which is above that efficiency. The efficiency is a refined point of interest, refined inefficiency of 6-month time frame. So this is an specific order block, and if I split the wick, bottom wick of this candle, which is a specific order block, so you can see that price just taps it little bit, and if I zoom that, because I can show you the things very transparently, still it's not tapped. The price do not tap this consequent encroachment of that wick. So what does that mean? That means it price do not wants to go higher more than this, and price going lower. The one thing more I want to show you that our last up close candle in the 3-month time frame, if I split or apply the quadrant tool on this upside wick which shows the rejection, then you can see that our this month current candle of the 3-month, it taps the price in the quadrant 0.25 area, which is a specific price, and then it goes lower. And I would like you to say this, that which things I can show you in this video, like isolating this wick and applying quadrant on this wick. I want that you make a journal of these things, these specific things which makes a story, this detailing, and write these points in your that journal, which helps you to recognize the new patterns in the market. Okay, this is our mitigation log, overlapping with an fair value gap, buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency, makes a strong POI. Now we can jump to the 1 month chart, traders. So this is the 1 month chart of that pair, AUDNZD, Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar. And if I look back there, where is my cursor? This is, so we get a clear order block with inefficiency here. So I can refine this more. So now I change the size of this efficiency. This is the 1 month efficiency, which shows clearly in the 1 month chart, and which is taken by the 6 month chart. And here we refine that premium POI, which is a specific inefficiency from where price wants to go lower. Okay, so now it looks more clean, and there is a sell side liquidity grab here, then price going in back and forth range, then suddenly rallies in the second quarter of the 2025 and goes up and up aggressively, and now it gone in consolidation in this area. So this is our mitigation. This is our overlapping FVG, fair value gap, with this mitigation block, and this is the last fair value gap of the 3 month chart. So this is the weekly chart, which is pretty good and looking handsome. See here how is the range. It's looking very pretty from 2013 to 2025, nearly about 10 years, or I thought above 10 years above, like price back and forth in this area. 10 year, how long time this takes to go up. And now if I zoomed in this area, okay, so I zoomed that area where our premium point of interest or premium PDRA exist, and this is the weekly chart. Here you can see that this is our breaker block, I'm sorry, mitigation block. Oof, what's wrong with me? I don't know. But yes, this is our mitigation block, and I refined this area so much. I know this is little bit messy. Okay, so now I hope the chart is looking clean. So this is our premium POI. This is the discount POIs. This is specific fair value gap uh, overlapped with mitigation block. I just mentioned this as a mitigation. So now we start our analysis on the weekly chart. Firstly, I want you meet your focus on this area, this and this low. See the low 1.15254 of this candle, last up close down close candle, and then this up close candle low 1.15280, which is little bit above to this candle's low. It makes equal relative lows. Okay, and this is on a weekly time frame. It means here sell side liquidity is resting in the large amount, and now I zoomed this area here, what the price done in this area. Okay, so this is our red shaded maroon colored premium POI from where price wants to going lower. So here is our weekly market structure shift, price going up and up, and then took this buy side liquidity here at this area and aggressively going down and closed below this swing low. Here is the swing low, and here is our weekly market structure shift, which shows price wants to go lower now. And this is our relative equal lows at this area, price going up. And you can see how handsomely price respected the consequent encroachment of this premium wick in the weekly time frame and going down lower. and took this sell side liquidity, relative equal lows. This is the weekly sell side inefficiency, which is a sell side imbalance buy side inefficiency. After taking this relative equal lows, no, I'm sorry. Firstly, it took this sell side imbalance buy side inefficiency and aggressively going down. Then here it took this sell side liquidity, this candle. Last down close candle took this sell side liquidity, and now price takes its previous candle low liquidity. I'm again jumped into monthly time frame, and here you can see that this is the first line of defense, fair value gap, and price gaps previous candle low. It means price wants to go higher, but because macro institutional time frame bias is bearish, so price do not cross the previous candle high and just going a little bit above and then going down again, which is its macro institutional bias. Okay, so this is the 1 day chart. Here is our weekly market structure shift, price aggressively going down and then again going up, and this is the last up close candle, which is a sell side order block. The price dabs its consequent encroachment mid part. If I show you this, it slightly go above the mid part of this order block, but then aggressively going down, then again up this order block. This candle, up close candle, is become order block and then going down, and aggressively going down. Clear this also liquidity here, and again going up. Fair value gap of the weekly time frame, buy side liquidity going down, sell side liquidity, and here we have to we have got a dealing range. You know, in the ICT concept, when the price going above the buy side liquidity and then the sell side liquidity. So this price lag is a specific price lag price. This is the specific low and this is the specific high, and this is the dealing range. If our macro bias shows us that price wants to go lower, then this sell side dealing range is going to work, must 100% chances. So now I just refine this fair value gap of the weekly time frame from where price reversed. Okay, so this is the 6 month quarter shift start area, first day of the 6 month quarter shift. I just draw it for your attention. You have to have in this in your mind that our 6 month quarter shift is already start from this and already rallied sell side 2 times, first here and then here. Okay, so now this is our dealing range, and this sell side liquidity is not a simple sell side liquidity. It is monthly, last month low, and our this month starting is this vertical line, 3rd August. Price grabs the sell side liquidity of the last month low, and now this is going to make a 3 candle swing, and I want to like that price go in the premium range and raid this fair value gap and this inversion fair value gap in this area. I don't want to draw it because I know, and you have to know that there is also an inversion fair value gap. This is a fair value gap, sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency, and this is our dealing range. I hope you understand. And our target, first target is this this buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency here, because it is a aggressive move. So I can mark. Price goes up, and in case by chance I make a sell position, then my first target is this low, second target is the mid part of this specific fair value gap, buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency, and the last and the third target and the overall target is this rel- relative equal lows. So this is our long term view in the Australian dollar and Japanese currency. I hope the given information is valuable for you. You must go to some kind of help in recognizing the swing move predictions. Wish you good luck, all the very best. Be safe, good luck, and good trading. I'll meet you in the next video. Goodbye.